Let's give this retro coffee table a full makeover in 4 steps.
Welcome back to Second Arts. My name is Agnieszka and I'm a furniture flipper based in Sweden. This week I'm gonna show you how to easily restore a teak coffee table in 4 easy steps. I found this coffee table at my local thrift store and instantly knew I had to buy it because mid-century furniture like this one is getting more and more popular since it has a simple but classic look and can be easily styled with any other furniture you might already have in your home. Besides that, teak furniture brings this warm and natural vibe to your home, which will make your living space much more inviting and cozy. Are you ready for this furniture flip? Let's go!
The table is in great condition, besides a few watermarks and a scratch on the top, but that will be an easy fix. As most retro coffee tables, this one had a pretty thick layer of varnish. To remove that, I used a Carbide scraper. I just changed the blade in my scraper, so removing this varnish went super smooth and fast. After I removed the first layer of varnish, the oil started to come off as well, but at this point I had to be very careful not to scratch the table, because that would not be easy to repair. To scrape off the entire table took me maybe 1.5–2 hours at tops. I was able to remove almost all of the varnish, but I had to be extra careful around the corners and edges because that's where the wood grain kind of changes direction and is way more sensitive, therefore very easy to destroy. Next, I took my table outside to sand it smooth with my Orbital sander and 120 grit paper. 120 grit paper is perfect for this kind of job as it will smooth out the table and remove any varnish that's left. And once again, it's super important to be extra careful around the edges as these are very sensitive and it's super easy to burn through the veneer.
The teak table is looking amazing, very good, but it's a little bit orange, so if I apply the varnish directly onto the wood, it's gonna be, like I said, very orange. So what I'm gonna do is gonna take this, there you can see, it's water-based stain. So I have it in brown and more dark oak. I'm gonna mix them together. Hopefully it will look good. I know what you should do. See, I'm gonna take a little bit of each. Just pour into each other. And remember, don't touch it with your fingers because your fingers are gonna stain so bad.
To apply the stain, I use a regular kitchen sponge, but I had to make sure the color looked good, so I tested it out first. And as always, I went with the wood grain to make sure that the stain will be as even as possible. 3 hours later, when the stain had dried, I came back with a water-based varnish. I found that the water-based varnish can be easier to apply, and you can use a paintbrush to do so. I'm using Zibra Palm Pro paintbrush, which will be easy to clean afterwards using warm water. After a few hours of drying, I came back to scuff sand the table. It looked a little bit too flat for me and didn't have the shine I was looking for. Instead of applying another coat of water-based varnish, I went back with oil-based instead. The biggest difference I have noticed between water and oil-based varnish is that water-based is pretty self-leveling and dries fast. Oil-based, on the other hand, can be a little bit tricky to work with, and you have to apply it with a brush from one edge of the table to the other, and the drying time is at least 12 hours. But once the varnish had dried, this table looked brand new. And that's how I was able to take this orange teak table and give it new life. In my opinion, teak furniture looks way better when it's brown compared to orange, because it gives a very warm and inviting feeling. And I will surely try to find more furniture in this style. So if you've enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe so that you don't miss another episode where I will be refinishing more furniture.